Brock Jarvis, 22-1. Looking through his box rec, I got mixed emotions, right?
Mhm.
Um, couple fights, started his career with six rounders, went back down to fours, knocked everybody out besides one person, then gets knocked out in the first round by Liam Paro, the former 140 IBF champion. So, how good do you think this guy is?
Yeah, it's very interesting, right? It's very interesting.
90% KO ratio. How good do you think he is?
I mean, the KOs are, those are
Irrelevant.
paper KOs. You know what I'm saying? Those KOs are not, those are like, I don't know. Those are just like bought by the mafia over there in Australia or something. I don't know. You know, big W's. I mean, even after his loss, his comeback fight was some dude with 10 losses, and it's crazy because I can care. I just watched some highlight on it, and I can care less what really happened. I didn't see the whole fight or anything. But the funniest thing, bro, like he's fighting this like this tattooed up, like you can tell this dude been in jail or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude just got that street in him, that grit. Not a good fighter. Not too good, but definitely tough. And Brock did his thing. I see that inside approach. He likes to double up on his left hook a lot. I've seen, he's kind of just got a brawler style. He's really gonna bang it out, which is, you want to test what I got at 36 years old. They put me in with a young banger. Like, look, Thurman, he gonna bang it out, get this guy out of there, or outbox him, or he just doesn't really got nothing left. And this little banger is gonna put some hands on him. So, it's just a fight, man. Like I said, it came out of left wing. I ain't never heard of a Brock Jarvis. I ain't never heard of that dude. I had to do what you did. I had to go on box rec. I saw a beautiful record that fought a whole bunch of whatevers. That's what happens when you're over there and you're not over here, and they don't have the same way of getting those kind of fights. And you get a kid 18-0. He was probably like 18-0, 17 knockouts, 18-0, 18 knockouts. You're going to be able to sell that fighter. you know he's got a tremendous fan base, to my knowledge, which is another reason why this fight is happening, because the promoters believe that with his fan base and my world recognition, that they're going to be able to make some excitement. I'll tell you something else really interesting. When they first kicked off the promo for this, and I was here in Tampa Bay in a live studio, but they were feeding it all the way back to Australia. It was noontime. They were announcing the fight in Australia. And when the promoter got up to talk about the fight, say this and that, and they're talking about each fighter and what to expect on this night, March 12th, beautiful, exciting fireworks, blah, blah, blah. It kind of reminded me, man, Europeans and just the way other countries look at sports is different than Americans. We're just some, you know what I'm saying? We're just some, all we do is complain, you know. All we do is find, like, we got the worst critics. And by the worst, I also mean the best, right? Like, we just critique everything. We critique everything. He's at this stage of his career. He's at this. What has he got? Blah, blah, blah. You go to these European games, these European events, it's like, well, we got a game. We got a match today. Everybody, come on out. The sun is shining. It's freaking fabulous. We're going to have a terrific time, And it's like, man, it just feels good for a change of pace. Like, let's just enjoy the night. Let's just enjoy some boxing. And, let's just see what Thurman's got. That's what y'all want to know, right? That's what this is all about. Look, I'm a I got a good contract for this year. Not gonna go in the details about it. Got a good contract about this year, but all I'm gonna say is this is what we call an opening act. Okay? Broadway, baby. Broadway. Opening act. Act one. All right. This is just the starting first quarter, you know, and I'm just looking forward to getting all this. I love the detox I'm getting. I love the motion of my body, the strength, the conditioning, the excitement, the build up, giving knowing that the fans are looking forward to it. You know, they know it's they're not even sure how they're gonna watch it, but they're gonna end up seeing it some way, somehow. And they're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And I think that's what matters the most, man.
100%. Now, Keith, just looking at this, and I know, just going back to like you said, we us analysts, we're bad and good at what we do, but at the same time, it's like, do you feel like we're gonna go see the one time in this fight, or there's a time and period that you guys change your alias over the time, Pretty Boy Floyd, Money Mayweather, like maybe do you rebrand yourself after this fight?
We've been meditating on that for a minute. I ain't even gonna lie. And I was debating on certain things after the zoo fight. Um, but I've lived so much as far as you guys acknowledging me and seeing Keith one time Thurman. I feel like a different man. You know, 36 years old. Later on this year, I'll be married for 8 years. You know, I got two beautiful children. It's at 36, you're just not 26. And I could, I could rebrand, and there's some potential there, but there's another side of me that just, you know, one time, one time was always deeper than it appeared to be, you know. One time initially everybody saw the power. When I was, 22 and 0, 20 knockouts, Keith one time Thurman, everybody saw the power, right? But one time also means that I have one time to live this dream. I have one time to live this life as a fighter, as somebody who puts his passion to the forefront of life. You know, I told my wife, I've been married to the game longer than I've been married to you, but the game's gonna end and I'm still gonna be with you. Um,
Hey, talk to him.
you
Talk
know
to
what I'm
him.
saying? So one time has meant a lot to me in life. But as I mature and as I evolve and my whole approach to life, my fitness, my wellness, you know, it is interesting. The meditation, the breath work, the silent retreats that I do. I just busted down right before we announced this fight. I knew I wouldn't have no time to be focusing on too much yoga and certain things. So I popped in real quick for a 3-day weekend silent retreat, real quick, boom. I've done my, what was that, my seventh silent retreat in 2.5